guys, I'm ChezPride and welcome back to another Sims 4 related video. In this one, I want to play with fairy genetics by doing a fairy version of the Sims 4 Creative Sim challenge I've done a million times, the Sims 4 Random Genetics Challenge, because I am very curious about what the wing genetics situation will be like. Plus, I just wanted an excuse to play in Creative Sim with fairies some more today. So if you don't know what a random genetics challenge is, basically it's a Creative Sim challenge that's been around like pretty much forever in the Sims 4 life. Like I'm pretty sure it was invented within the first year that Sims 4 came out. But pretty much you go into Creative Sim and you take one male and one female sim, in this case fairy male and female sim, and you randomize everything about them. This comes from their name and traits to their body, their skin tone, literally every single aspect on their face, their hair. Like anything you can randomize, you randomize on these two sims. And it gives you a completely random sim. And then you take those two random sims and you use the Play with Genetics tool. And pretty much you can either create a teen or younger. I typically just go for teen, but you take the two sims and then you'll randomize the kid 3 times, and whatever the kid turns out to look like is this kid you give a teen makeover to. So from there you can make them look pretty much however you want, but you can't change their physical features. So you can't change like their skin tone, their like nose, pretty much anything you couldn't change without like plastic surgery, you can't change on the child, but you can change like their clothes, their hair, and whatnot. When it comes to the wings, because this is a fairy Pacific one, pun not intended, but a fairy Pacific one, I think I'm going to make it to where whatever wing shape and pattern they have to keep, but you can randomize the color and then go into paint mode and paint on them, because I want to be able to customize the wings. So I think that's how I'm going to make the rules when it comes to the child, when it comes to the fairy rules. But everything else is going to be just like a random genetics challenge always would, is that we're going to be playing around with the genetics of fairies, including the genetics of the wings. So when I pressed to create a fairy, I randomly just got a female fairy first. So I think the game wants us to create the female fairy first. So that's what we're going to do. And typically with these sims, when I do random genetic challenges, I do the name and traits after I randomize everything on the sim. But since I'm going to be playing in their fairy form to do the randomizing, because that's where the wings are accessible, and you can't edit or randomize their traits and names from that form because it's their second form, which I think is stupid. I think this shouldn't be grayed out in that form, but whatever. It's how the game works. I'm going to go ahead and randomize their name and trait now and then customize them. Well, not customize them, randomize them. That's the whole point. But let's go ahead and randomize their traits. Everything I randomize, I'm going to be randomizing 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. So we have a horse lover, interesting, and they are practice makes perfect and high maintenance. That is a very interesting sim. I bet they are great at horse competitions. And I went ahead and gave both of them the fairy story aspiration, because you can't randomize aspirations, and this is a fairy version, so I thought it was appropriate. But let's go ahead and name our female fairy. So 1, 2, 3, Haven. Oh, I actually love that. Haven, 1, 2, 3, Hawthorne. Haven Hawthorne. I like that. That's a good name. That's a good name. All right. So I am going to randomize everything in their fairy form. Now, typically I would randomize the base 3 times and then just strip off all their clothes and accessories. But from what I have noticed, okay, and also I think they overdo the fairy animations in this form. Like when they're in their fairy form, they just kind of do this way too much. But they did that with werewolves too, and spellcasters, and later went back and tweaked both to where they do that less. So I'm hoping they'll tweak it with the eSims too. I don't know why they wouldn't have already tweaked it though, when they already had to change it with like a couple other cults. Normally I would randomize a base 3 times, but from what I can tell, even though this is supposed to be like locked, so whatever you change on this form stays changed on this form, and when you switch back and forth, nothing is supposed to be added or removed. That is kind of glitchy from what I can tell. Like, I keep getting shoes randomized. Like, I'll completely strip them down like this, and then I'll be going back and forth between their fairy and regular form, and then just random shoes will spawn. I don't know what's up with that, but it's so freaking weird. So I don't have to deal with that, and also because it's being weird about taking things off in both categories, I'm just going to stick with the base we have so I don't have to strip her down again. So let's go ahead and play with this base, but it's not going to really matter because everything's about to change. So we're going to start out with her body type. So we're going to go to bodies, and then we're just going to randomize 3 times and see what we get. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, curvy in all of the correct places. Okay, at least that's what people say. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take off her hair. I think we're gonna save the wings for last, just because I'm most excited for the wings. So I'm going to randomize her face. So we can go here because there's face. Oh, I didn't realize the faces for the sim. For the actual fairies were different, like the face defaults. I would have went over that in my Creative Sim review if I realized that. I didn't realize they changed those though. I just assumed it was your normal faces, but I guess that makes sense. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show off all the default faces, but then I'm going to reverse it so it gets back to this face, and then I'll randomize it because I kind of feel bad that I missed that in my review. So we have this face, which is just a normal sim looking type of face. Then it gets a little bit more fairy-esque. We have the ears, the glowing eyes, the funky nose. I actually love the nose. It's giving me Voldemort vibes. Maybe it's just because she doesn't have any hair, but... And then we have this one, more of a normal look, no pointy ears, but definitely big eyes. We have a purple sim with pointy ears and a yellow eyes and a very pointy nose, which I also love. I love the funky noses. I never would have thought to give my fairy a funky nose, but I'm obsessed with it now. But we have this very regular face, like this is just a regular sim. We have this teal fairy with a kind of like a Smurf nose. This is kind of like a Smurf fairy. We have this fairy, which basically gives me like elf vibes without the elf ears. We have Gollum vibes with like fairy eyes. I don't know. This makes me think of Gollum, especially with the teeth. Speaking of, when I was randomizing the base for the sim, because I did still randomize it 3 times and then just take off the clothes and stuff on the fairy form. Every time I randomized a fairy, they got the fairy teeth. So I thought that was interesting. And then we have this it looks like this side is more the regular looking sims, and then this side is like the more fairy looking side of that sim from what I'm seeing. So this is like the regular looking sim, and then this is like the fairy looking sim of this. It has like the evil eyes and whatnot. And then we have this sim who kind of has a flat nose, but I love the face shape. That's actually really cute. And her fairy face is alien looking. This straight up looks like a freaking alien, but I kind of love it with these wings. Okay. But we're going to go back through them because I have to reverse through them to get back to her form that we randomized, because that is the spirit of the challenge, I shall say. So let's go ahead and go back, and there we go. All right, so now we're going to randomize her face, see which one she gets, and then we have to randomize the skin tone and everything on the face. So let's go ahead and randomize 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I actually like this one. She has the Voldemort nose. I mean, it's going to change, but I like this base. Okay. So now let's go ahead and randomize her skin tone. I really hope we get one of the funky skin tones, but we may not. So 1, 2, 3. Aw, we didn't get a funky skin tone, but it still kind of looks funky. It's kind of like a purplish skin tone, so it kind of works actually. But now let's go ahead and randomize the head shape. So 1, 2, 3, not bad. Let's randomize the ears. I hope we stay with pointy ears. Most of the options are pointy ears. If we still get monkey ears, I'm going to be pissed. Guys, this is my first random genetics challenge where we have more options than just these, because they've recently added these into the base game and we just got these 3. So if we still get monkey ears, having more than 3 options like we have every other time, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, but 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got cute little pointy ears. Okay, they're not fairy ears that come with the pack, but they are pointy ears. I'll take that. I'll take that. But next, I am most excited about the eyes. So I'm curious if we're going to get fairy eyes, because 2 rows are fairy eyes. But we could get any of these eyes. So we could have like mermaid eyes or alien eyes. So let's see what we get. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got normal eyes. That's boring. We got normal skin and normal eyes. Boo. Okay, but let's go ahead and randomize her eyebrows. So 1, 2, 3. Not bad. Let's randomize her nose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, kind of a normal looking nose, but it's a cute nose. Okay, let me, before I forget, randomize her teeth. Now, when I randomized her face, it did get rid of the funky teeth. But we do have the 2 funky teeth we can get. We also have access to all the other occult teeth. So we could get vampire teeth for all we know. So let's randomize and see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we just got the base game normal teeth. Okay, I'll take it. All right, and then we also have to randomize her cheeks, which I really like her jaw and cheeks. So I'm a little sad we have to randomize this. But 1, 2, 3. And then let's do her jawline. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah, the other one is better. Okay, chin. 1, 2, 3. And then her mouth. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, you got some big lips, honey. Big lips. All right, so let's go ahead and randomize her hair. And then we'll move on to the wings, because I don't think I forgot anything, I hope. Okay, so I'm going to give her access to all the hairs in the game. So it'll randomize her hair color and her hairstyle. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, okay, so it's kind of similar to the hair she was randomized with, but red. I kind of like it. I wish the skin tone was different, but other than that, I like it. All right, and now we can randomize the wings. So I'm going to, like I said, on the parents, I'm going to randomize the shape and the colors. But then, like I said, when it comes to the kids, whatever wing shape they have, I'm going to keep, but just be able to customize the colors and paint on them. So let's go ahead and see what wings this fairy mama gets. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, those are cute. But now we gotta randomize the colors. Ooh, they're kind of iridescent too. Love that. All right, let's see what colors we get. So this first color is going to be 1, 2, 3, brown. Next color, 1, 2, 3, red. Okay, I'm glad we're getting some red in there because of her hair. Let's go with the next color. 1, 2, 3, yellow. Okay, that actually all looks good together. Let's see if us changing the teal affects it though. So 1, 2, 3, pink. 1, 2, 3, blue. Very colorful. This is giving me like stained glass vibes almost. And with it being iridescent and kind of like changing colors when you like shift it, that's actually really pretty. Okay, I'm obsessed. We do have to give her an outfit. So with how I normally do this, I do dresses and shoes on the female, and then I do a top and a bottom on the male. So I think we're going to go ahead and give her an outfit. But I did filter it by Enchanted by Nature. Since this is fairy, I did want to give her a good shot of having actual fairy clothes. So their outfits are filtered by Enchanted by Nature, but I'm still going to randomize them. So let's see what she gets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she got kind of a basic dress. Boring. Okay. Well, let's randomize the shoes. There's only 4 shoe options, but I'm still gonna make her choose between these shoes. So 1, 2, 3. Aw, she didn't get the antlers. I was kind of hoping she would get the deer things. Oh well. And one other thing I want to do is we did get face paint, but it looks like you can't randomize the face paint. Dang it. Okay. Well, I did want to give her face paint, just because she looks so plain, but I can't randomize them. So I'm just going to close my eyes and just make this shape and just keep going until I choose one. And hopefully I don't click on nothing. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going with this one. And honestly, let's give her this. I can't randomize it, so I'm just going to give her that one. So she can kind of have a little bit of red to match her eyes. And honestly, they came with the eyeshadow too. I know it won't be randomized because there's only one option, but let's give her a fairy look because not much else fairy-esque coming here. I'm not going to give her lipstick or anything like that because that didn't come with the pack, but she can have that since her outfit is so plain. But that is our randomized mother. Very interesting. Not what I would have chose for a fairy look, but it's a look. It's a look. So now let's go ahead and do the dad, and we're going to do the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and start with his traits. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so he is a bookworm. He is non-committal. Ooh, okay. And he is active. Maybe they're not married. Maybe they were just a hookup to create this child. But let's give him a name. So 1, 2, 3. Kenneth. 1, 2, 3. Ellsworth. Kenneth Ellsworth. All right, Kenneth. Let's see what you are going to become. So I'm going to go into your fairy form. This is what it looks like. See? Shoes. Freaking shoes. I took off the shoes and they're still there. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and perhaps go to his body and we'll start with that. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, chunky fairy. I love the chunkiness with the super teeny wings. I'm actually kind of obsessed with that. Oh God. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to take off his hair. I'm actually going to take off his facial hair as well. But let's go ahead and randomize his face. So I'm assuming, the males have pretty much the same default faces. They're just in masculine form. So let's randomize. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. So we kind of got a normal looking one off the bat. That's a little boring. All right, let's go to skin tones. Maybe we'll get a fun skin tone. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Aw, still a boring skin tone. Can I randomize it one more time? Let's just give us a chance of getting a fun skin tone. One more time. Nope. Still not a fun skin tone, but I'll take it. I'm not going to keep randomizing because that's out of the spirit of the challenge. But let's go ahead and randomize his head shape. So 1, 2, 3. Honestly, I think that made the eyebrows look better. But let's go ahead and randomize the ears. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We almost got the monkey ears, but we didn't. We actually got some of the new elf ears, so that's fun. All right, let's go ahead and randomize the eyebrows. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, those are actually not bad. Let's make sure the eyes don't mess it up, though. Okay, maybe we'll get fun eyes. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some fun eyes. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, we got mermaid eyes. I guess that's better than just regular sim eyes. They're kind of tiny though. Alright, but let's do the cheekbones. 1, 2, 3. Flat cheekbones. Okay. Let's do the nose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not a bad nose. Let's do a jawline. 1, 2, 3. And a chin. 1, 2, 3. Honestly, the jawline on this sim is better than the female. And then some lips. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we also have to randomize his teeth. So let's go into face, teeth. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he got jagged teeth. Oh, okay. I went to go change his teeth and his eyes changed. Wait, what? I mean, those are more fun. And they are they fairy eyes? Are we on fairy eyes? What eyes am I looking at? I don't see what's highlighted. It says it's still these eyes, which is what was highlighted before. But I guess they just took a minute to kick it. That is so weird. Wait, did they spawn it? Yeah, they spawned as these. I thought they looked normal for mermaid eyes. That is weird. That it wouldn't change. It would look normal at first and then change to the mermaid eyes once I did the teeth. I don't know why. Crazysim's being glitchy, you guys. Crazysim's being glitchy since this pack. Okay. Well, I think that is everything we can randomize on his face. Let's go ahead now, go to his hair. So let's go ahead and randomize his hair color and style. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, I kind of like this hair for a fairy. I wish it wasn't gray. Maybe he's an old fairy, but I like the hairstyle for a fairy. All right, but now the fun part. Let's go ahead and randomize his wings. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be an old fairy. He's like an old player fairy, like an old fat player fairy. And honestly, I know that this is probably out of the challenge because he randomized with body hair, but I'm just going to take off his body hair just because I think fairies would not have body hair. But that's just my opinion. All right, but let's see what wings this daddy fairy randomizes. So 1, 2, and 3. Oh, okay. Kind of like a leafy wing sim. Okay. Kind of digging it. Let's go ahead and randomize the colors. So 1, 2, 3. So we have a gray color. 1, 2, 3. Another gray color. Literally the same gray color. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Dark green. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yellow. 1, 2, 3, orange. Doesn't go with his eyes at all, but I'm not horribly mad about it. All right, so now we just gotta give him an outfit. Like I said, I did filter by Enchanted by Nature, but there's still a chance that he gets a normal looking outfit. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, see, he got a tank top. That's pretty normal looking. All right, let's go to bottoms. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Well, your outfit matches your eyes. Now it's the wings that look off. Interesting. All right, well, this is our dad. I guess I could give him some shoes. Let's go ahead and give him some shoes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. The boots actually aren't bad. They aren't bad. I actually don't mind that. But now the fun part is we get to randomize their child. So we have Haven as our mom in her fairy form. We have Kenneth and him in his fairy form. And now we're going to use Play with Genetics. And honestly, I think I want to do a female sim just because I'm going to have a little bit more fun with that. Now, it looks like we're not going to see her fairy form until after we see her regular form. So let's see what she looks like in her non-fairy form. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, she's actually really pretty. I wish her eyes were a little bigger, but I'm not mad about this. She's actually kind of cute. Let's go ahead. I'm going to take off her accessories and her clothes so that we can see all the oh yeah, let's take off all those accessories, please. All of them. And right away, I want to know, what does your wings look like? And we got the little baby wings. That's so appropriate because she's a teenager. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. But we got to give her a name and some traits. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to still randomize the traits and name. So 1, 2, 3. She is evil and gloomy. Oh, that's not the vibe I was going to go with at all, but sure. And we're going to give her the fairy aspiration. All right, what is your name? 1, 2, 3. Teresa. Teresa Hawthorne is evil and gloomy. Okay. Well, I can't change her skin tone. I really want to make her like a blue fairy just because of her traits, but I can't change her skin tone. I can change her hairstyle and hair color. So maybe we could do like a blue hair because she's supposed to be like evil and gloomy. Or I mean, I guess red does kind of scream evil, but blue makes me think gloomy. Ooh, what if we did like, should we try to do one of the new hairs from the new pack just because? Like maybe that might be good. I actually kind of like the curly hair on her. I was going for a dread vibe. We could do dreads. We also have these dreads. Ooh. Actually, I kind of like that. What does the teal look like with this? I kind of like the teal with the green eyes. Like, almost want to give her blue eyebrow. I know, I'm going crazy. I feel like we should be able to customize the eye color because she can put on contacts and have like fairy eyes. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to change the eye color is like her putting on contacts, but they have to come from the fairy eye category. So I kind of like glowy eyes though. We also have these, but I already used those on others. I kind of like that. But that makes me want to look to see what the purple swatch on this looks like. No. We're going to go back to the blue hair. We're going to go back to the blue. I know I'm being indecisive. But I like the blue hair with these eyes. I liked the other, like the teal hair more with the blue, with the green eyes. But I like this hair with the blue eyes. So, since I'm allowing myself to put quote-unquote contacts on her, she's going to have blue hair. Since I can change the hair. Let's go ahead. I think some makeup would be fun here. I can't change her ears and give her pointy ears. Wait, she has pointy ears. It's just not showing. The ears are also glitched. Crayosim is very glitched, you guys. Like, it keeps choosing ears, and then it just looks like normal ears no matter what ears are chose. I don't know why. But she does have pointy ears. But let's go ahead. I'm going to give her some of the makeup from the pack. So we have this. That kind of matches the vibes we're going with for her. We can give her some big eyelashes. Honestly, should we give her purple eyelashes? I'm kind of living for it. Let's give her some fun eyeliner to go with it too. We could do like the purple eyeliner. That kind of has like a blue to purple effect. And then honestly, I kind of wanted to give her some face paint. So we have like this galaxy face paint. We could just make her a galaxy fairy. I'm kind of living for that. So let's also give her some fun lips, perhaps. Maybe we can give her the Realm of Magic lips. I'm obsessed with these lips. I always use them, but I kind of am obsessed. So let's go ahead. I feel like she would wear earrings. I know I haven't even picked out her outfits yet, but what if she had a piercing? That's fun. I like the eyebrow piercing on her. I also didn't customize her eyebrows. I guess she can technically fill in her eyebrows, so maybe I'll give her a little bit more defined or I could give her skinny eyebrows. She already had skinny eyebrows, and maybe I just like reshape them. But I was gonna give her earrings. So let's go ahead. Should I give her some from the? I feel like the ones that come with the pack aren't her vibes. I kind of almost like this, since she's supposed to be evil, like this blue earpiece that comes with vampires. No, I like that. I like that. Also, what teeth did she spawn with? I'm assuming regular teeth. Yeah, she just got regular teeth. Okay. I couldn't change her teeth anyways, but still. Alright, well, with that, I think we have to give her a fun outfit. So, ooh, what if we gave her... I mean, we're going all out with the... Where did her fairy wings go? Wait, oh. I didn't realize I wasn't in her fairy form. I thought I was in her fairy form this whole time. Okay, well, let's give her this dress. We could do it in purple, since we're trying to go galaxy vibes. But I think this is more galaxy than the purple is. So we can give her this outfit. I was kind of thinking maybe... Let's see, we have the new leggings from the pack. I was kind of wondering if we could use them on her. If I can find them. Are they under socks or leggings? Oh, here they are. So we have these. So what if we did these? Let's see. We could do them at black swatch. We could try to tie in another color here too. We have the light blue. We have like these... I think the black's probably the best on these. Kind of, it goes with the black outline. And then I do want to give her some shoes from the pack. Do we give her the same shoes that are... I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't give her shoes from the pack. I don't know if these fit her vibe. Yeah, I don't think these fit her vibe. Let's find some shoes that fit her vibe. We could... There is these shoes. There is these shoes, and they're kind of perfect. I'm sorry. I couldn't make a fairy without at least using the Spooky Day Stuff pack once, even if it's just for shoes. All right, and then I really want to give her that new arm piece. Where is it? This one. We could do this, and let's see. What color looks best? Ooh, this kind of... it's too live a blue. Do I want to just do the black? It could be fun, I guess. Let's do the black. Ooh, let's give her some like fun nails. So maybe we could do like these nails. That kind of goes with her vibe. All right. And I wanted to give her some kind of bracelet on this side. So what's a bracelet that would go with this look? Maybe like this? That's a little too funky. What about this? That kind of is the vibe. I mean, she is a teenager, so over-accessorizing is kind of normal. That kind of gives fairy vibes. Okay, we'll go with that. And then the last part, the wings. I just wanted to make the outfit before I made the wings so I could fit her wings. But I do have to stick with these wings. I just have to do another color. So what if we change... Yeah, that's it right there. And then put some lighter purple in there. And maybe change this to black. Or maybe a dark blue. Yeah, I like that. All right. With that, I think that is our teenage, evil, gloomy fairy. This is not the vibe I was expecting to go after all this, but I'm kind of obsessed. Oh, her nails didn't transfer over. That's weird. Why wouldn't her nail... The transfer between this stuff is super weird. I think everything else... Nope, her earrings didn't transfer over. Or that piercing... Okay, when I clicked on accessories, they transferred over. Mm-hmm. What is with that? Okay. But let's go ahead and wrap up and do a little summary here. So this, Haven Hawthorne, is our randomized mother. She kind of gives me Skull Candy vibes. But this is her in her regular form. And then we have her in her fairy form. kind of a very earthy looking fairy, but like in a sugar skull way. But I'm obsessed with the wings. Like the wings actually look like stained glass, and I'm obsessed with it. Unfortunately, I don't think the wings really matter genetically because neither one of these Sims really have the same wings as the girl. Yeah, like neither of them have the same wings. But this is our dad, Kenneth Ellsworth. I don't think he's really around in her life, but he did definitely pass some stuff down to her genetically. But like I said, unfortunately, I don't think the wings are affected by genetics. So neither of the parents have similar wings to our daughter, but they do have pretty wings, at least. But then we have our daughter that we customized after randomly genetically spawning her, Teresa. And this is her up close. And then her in her fairy form. Which honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with her. Like, I actually really like her. I might put her in one of my saves. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this one here. I hope you liked how this fairy turned out and enjoyed playing the Random Genetics Challenge with fairies. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right, bye!